Pau Cubarsi made his Barcelona debut in La Liga at the age of 16 and caused a real sensation with his performance. Today, Valmosito channel will tell you about these young men and why he can become the new Carlos Puyol for the Catalans. Hurry up to subscribe to our channel and let's get started. Here we go. Barcelona fans were particularly pleased to see Cubarsi on the pitch, as he is not just a La Masia product, he was also born in Catalonia. He made his first kicks at the ball in Girona and joined Barca at the age of 11. The talent of the young centre-back was obvious to everyone. Pau quickly began to move through different age teams in Barcelona, and at the age of 16, he became the leader of Barcelona Athletic. It should be noted that most of the players in this team are between 18 and 22 years old. Cubarsi reached this level much earlier. He also became the third youngest player in Barcelona's history to make his debut in the UEFA Youth Champions League. He was behind only likes Moriba and Lamine Yamal. However, it should be understood that centre-backs rarely have such achievements. It's much easier for a coach to include an inexperienced player in the lineup if he is a striker or midfielder. But when it comes to the center of defense, where the price of every mistake is extremely high, the bet is actually on experience. So the fact that Pau started playing consistently for Barca Athletic at such a young age speaks to the outstanding talent of this player. Cubarsi has also worked his way up through the various youth sides of his national team, and is currently a key player for Spain U17. In April last year, Xavi involved Cubarsi in first-team training for the first time. A few months later, he signed his first professional contract with the Catalans until 2026, and the coach included Pau in the squad for the 2023-24 season. Things were moving at a frantic pace for the young man. Nevertheless, no one thought that Cubarsi would have any chance of playing this season. Araujo, Koundé, Christensen, Martinez, Alonso, all of them were obviously not gonna give up their place. However, life had other plans. A large number of injuries and poor sports results meant that Pau initially began to appear on the bench, and in January 2024, he made his Barcelona debut. It happened in a cup match against third-tier side Unionistas. Cubarsi replaced Christensen and played the entire second half. It was not an easy match for Xavi to entrust a place on the pitch to 16-year-old Pau. He was subbed on at 1-1 and Barcelona had to get a result. In such circumstances, the young centre-back never lost his composure and delivered a great performance. 93% pass accuracy, 4 out of 6 accurate long balls, 1 interception, 2 tackles, 1 clearance, and 1 shot blocked. The icing on the cake was an assist to Jules Koundé for the second goal, which eventually became the winning goal. The Catalans beat the opponent 3-1. Of course, in this episode, Pau did nothing extraordinary, he just made a short pass to Koundé, and the Frenchman did all the work himself. But the fact remains that the 16-year-old centre-back got an assist in his debut match. It was definitely an incredible confidence boost for Cubarsi. As it turned out, that cup match was just the beginning. The young man impressed Xavi to such an extent that 3 days later, on the eve of his 17th birthday, Pau started his first ever game for Barcelona. And it was not in a game against a complete outsider, but against the strong Betis, who were fighting for European competitions. For such an important match, Xavi could easily have chosen a pair of Araujo Koundé as centre-backs and put the experienced Sergio Roberto at right-back. But he didn't. The coach entrusted the starting spot to a 16-year-old La Masia graduate. Pau lived up to the trust by 100%. The centre-back had a great, nearly perfect match. He coped well with the pressure of responsibility and the atmosphere of an away match. Let's look at the stats. In 81 minutes on the pitch, Cubarsi completed 58 out of 62 passes, meaning his accuracy was 94%, and this includes 4 out of 5 accurate long passes. Pau won 3 out of 4 duels, lost the ball 0 times, while also making 1 tackle, 1 interception, and 2 clearances. He also did not foul once throughout the entire match. A great debut, bravo! Like this video if you're happy for the young center-back and were pleasantly surprised by his performance. Despite the fact that Barcelona conceded 2 goals in that game, Puyol was not to blame for any of them. His substitution for Joao Felix was solely due to Xavi's desire to win the game. At the time of the substitution, the score was 2-2, and Felix ended up scoring the winning goal. So this match was not only a great debut for Cubarsi, but also for the whole team. After the match, Xavi commented on the decision to entrust a place in the defense to a 16-year-old boy. "He's ready. He was flawless. He is a very capable player. He doesn't seem like 16 when you talk to him. He is very focused, very responsible. I don't think he lost the ball once today. He can make a name for himself, like Lamine Yamal. He is young but talented," the coach explained. By the way, Lamine Yamal was the second 16-year-old hero of that match. He provided an assist and overall had a great match. This was the first time since the 1984-85 season and the second time in the history of La Liga that 2 16-year-old players were on the pitch at the same time. But back then, it was because of a strike by professional footballers, and now it was a completely sporting decision. They are extremely young, but they are competitive. They can mark an era at the club. Xavi praised the young duo. In such difficult times for Barcelona, it's the academy that can be the Catalan salvation. So far, the youngsters are taking advantage of their chances. The examples of Lamine Yamal and Pau Cubarsi will be an inspiration for other La Masia products. So don't be surprised if there are even more surprises in the future. We have to count on these young players because of the club's financial situation. We can't sign anyone. Balde, Gavi, Cubarsi, Lamine, Casado. I think all of them are ready. Xavi confirmed our hypothesis. The very next day after the victorious match against Betis, Puyol celebrated his 17th birthday. We can imagine that it was a special holiday for the young player. Our sincere congratulations! In fact, when you watch Cubarsi play, it's hard to believe that you're watching a 16-year-old boy. Calmness and composure are the 2 key words to describe this kid. For young footballers, these are very uncommon and valuable qualities. Puyol's strength is in positioning and reading the game. You can rarely see him slide tackling or making panic fouls. He doesn't fix mistakes. He anticipates and prevents them. Cubarsi is good with the ball at his feet. He has decent technique and has a great pass. His long diagonal passes are particularly noteworthy. His calmness under pressure is also something to be mentioned. Puyol quickly assesses the situation and finds the best solutions even when several opponents are running at him. As the match with Betis proved, Cubarsi is able to transfer all his strongest qualities to the highest level. Often, young players have difficulties with the transition to senior football. This is not the case with Puyol. For Xavi, this set of qualities can be a priceless weapon. Given the performances against Unionistas and Betis, we can definitely expect to see Cubarsi on the pitch more than once this season. Puyol's case is unique. Usually, when it comes to very young debutants, they are attacking players, and such cases are not surprising. But Cubarsi is a center-back. To see a player of his position at the age of 16 in the heart of a top club still seems surreal, so we'll be watching his progress with great attention. Friends, write in the comments your impressions of Pau Cubarsi's game and whether you believe that he will become a figure of Puyol or Piqué's scale from Barcelona. Also, watch our other videos that you see on the screens and take care of yourself. Bye-bye!